Can we all just take a moment to fully appreciate what's being said here? Just watch and listen to this.
Anybody that is celebrating Charlie Kirk's unaliving because you considered him racist is a fucking idiot. You're an idiot and you're ignorant and you're short-sighted, because now that Charlie Kirk is gone, all of that influence and all of that power is in a vacuum now. And you know who's going to step into that vacuum? Who's really, really good at calling to arms, mustering, and has really fiery rhetoric, who is a real racist, stands on 10 toes racist as Nick Fuentes. And now you have opened the door for him. If you unalive one moderate, you create millions of radicals. And now we have an entire millions of people on all colors, all races, all religions, millions of people. And some are Democrats, a lot are conservatives, a lot are middlemen that are all upset about the way liberals are acting. You guys have sealed your fate. This is the second time in a calendar year that you have sealed your fate. And I mean, it's going to be a very, very interesting. You guys are losing your jobs. You're being doxxed. You're being banned. Liberals, you guys are done. You're cooked, as the teenagers would say. Because now that Charlie's gone, it's going to give rise to Nick Fuentes. Good fucking luck with that. Because he's a real racist. You thought Charlie was racist? You don't know fucking nothing yet, dude.
So, just to be clear, Charlie Kirk is assassinated. Minutes after he's assassinated, right-wing accounts all over the internet blow up a cinder with the liberals are going to pay for this. This is clearly the fault of the Democrats. This is clearly the fault of the left. You know, somehow either you know, someone on the left did this, or you know, somebody was radicalized by the left, right? And so then it, like, all over the internet, it's all this, you know, warriors of God, rise up. This is war, right? People raising black flags all over social media. You know, ready soon, because as soon as they find out that it was a liberal behind the trigger, or even a liberal, somehow it was a liberal, right? Then all the liberals are going to pay. All the Democrats are going to pay. And that goes on and on and on. And then, as it turns out, the assassin is actually a 22-year-old Mormon raised in the heartland of America, around gun culture from a very young age. There's pictures of this kid with guns. You know, that's where he got his skills from. And incidentally, it also turns out, right, if you look at his accounts, that he was a groyper. He was I guess, you know, apolitical. He wasn't like registered to any party, but like his online activity shows he's a groyper. Now, a groyper is somebody who is a fan of Nick Fuentes' ideas, right? It's like the Groyper Army or whatever. There's this whole culture around it. There are videos, and now Nick Fuentes apparently has beef with Charlie Kirk. There's videos of Nick Fuentes talking about how Charlie Kirk's organization is apparently infested with groypers and all this stuff or something. So, you know, I guess there was some tension there. And so now the internet is ablaze with people, just like in this video, people talking about a whole generation of conservative men are now going to be under the influence of Nick Fuentes. And you notice, right? So, and here, like, the narrative is, oh, you thought, you thought the moderate racist was bad, right? Now you're going to get the ultimate white supremacist. And like, she was like so happy. Oh, you just wait. You have no idea what you have done. And like, what, and, but wait, but what did the liberals do now? Oh, it's because the liberals celebrated, apparently, Charlie Kirk's death. That's what they did. They celebrated it. That's their sin. And now, because they celebrated, because they didn't mourn this man, the moderate racist man of God, who in our society apparently flags are being flown at half mast for, now the punishment is we have to get Nick Fuentes. And here's, so just to recap, the assassin, the person replacing Charlie Kirk, is Nick Fuentes, and the assassin was most likely under the influence of the ideas of Nick Fuentes. So the ideas that got Charlie, the person responsible for the ideas that got Charlie Kirk assassinated, is now going to supplant him after those ideas got him killed. Right. So it was never actually about, it was never about, you don't care about Charlie Kirk, right? It was always about going to war with the liberals. That's what you want. You want a civil war. You want to go to war with people in your own society. And the crime is because they must be responsible for all the bad things that happen in your circle. And if you can't pin it to them directly or associate them with it somehow, then it's because they're according to you, celebrating the bad things that happen in your circle, right? So, and you notice how she tried to like cover her bases right at the end. It's like, we have everybody. We have some Democrats and you know, we have mostly conservatives and some middlemen, I guess moderates or whatever she's trying to say. It's like this word salad. Apparently they have everybody, and everybody's against liberals. So the ideas that I think are valuable, a lot of them would be considered liberal by most definitions, right? And because of that, I vote Democrat lately. So we all know who you're talking about, right? We all know who you want to go to war with. We all know who needs to be removed from society, according to you. Yeah, we get it.